Good now, travelers. I hope your now is amazing. This transit that we're going through. And when I say we, I'm speaking of my field because I can only speak of the cycles that I resonate with. And I'm speaking of my higher cycles. My planetary cycle comes out of retrograde tomorrow. Some people call this like an awakening date, but that's when my planet comes out of retrograde. People celebrate Christmas, people celebrate Easter. You know how they have these big events to symbolize certain moments on a spiritual journey. This would be my thing. This would be my moment. I don't even know where to start. I guess we could start with me cutting my hair. That was one of them. And my hair to transmit the energy or whatever. And I've been having, so when I did that, I was speaking to the elements. I wanted the elements to step in, do their thing or whatever. Saturday night or Sunday night. I don't even know what day it was, but I woke up in the middle of the night because I could hear tapping, right? So I get up and there is water leaking from my ceiling. Someone, I guess, had an overflowing sink on the third floor. And so there's all this water trying to get in. The day before that, the house almost caught on fire. I'm not going to put the details here. The house almost caught on fire, and that was insane. That was literally just from the grace of the cosmos that the fucking house didn't burn down. The water situation, of course, now we have to have these huge fans running to drain out the moisture, which is the air element. All of the elements I feel like they are bombarding their way into my physical reality, which I'm not complaining about because I know their purpose. I've had a lot of visits from Venetians, from Venus herself, from Mars, Mercury, Uranus, and I haven't spoken to anyone from Neptune yet. And I'm always in conversation with Pluto because, of course, again, that's my origin planet. That's the purpose of all of this. And of course, Pluto represents your heart. I'm always coming from the heart. The elements are moving in perfectly. Now, emotionally, I have just been full of thoughts. I guess I feel really numb about stuff. I'll think about something and then let me give you an example. I had someone say to me something about job or whatever. And I'm not opposed to making money. Who doesn't want to make money, right? However, if that opportunity hasn't been presented to me, then what can I do? And that also doesn't define me. Like, paper money cannot define my worth. My name is Goldie. I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer. But anyway, in the physical realm, a lot of people pressure you for money. Like, it has to be money, 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 money. So someone was saying something to me about a job, and there's a me in me somewhere that's like, oh God, I must not be worth anything. Like, I'm not doing enough. They probably think I'm a loser. These are all of the things that's going through that mind. But then the me now is like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? Like, if they don't see that, that's on them. But whatever you need is going to be provided. And even if that's a situation where someone else is helping me out, then they will be helped out. It's like I don't know. I don't want to say pay it forward because pay has such a weird frequency attached to it. But yeah, so there's the me that's like going nuts. Like, what am I going to do? And then there's the me that's like, girl, chill out. Like, so that whole feeling has me, I guess, numb, like I'm in the middle. I meditated 2 or 3 days ago. There was a version of myself that was walking up to a mirror. And then it was like I could see through the mirror. And there was a version of me walking up to a mirror on the other side of that mirror. And they stood there. And, of course, they were conversing with each other. And of course, I am the higher observer, so I'm watching them converse, and it dawned on me that something is really different here. They're old versions of me because my hair doesn't even look like that anymore. They looked so much calmer, more at peace. And I know once I was going through this cycle, this Plutonian cycle that I just experience that I was going to be able to align myself, every version of myself, with my higher self, so we can all evolve and tap in. That was part of the purpose. I can't say what the full purpose is, because how would I know? I would not know that. And purpose always changes. Like, for an example, I can see, okay, I have on a Billionaire Bitcoins hoodie right now, and I could see something else that has something, another symbol involving crypto, right? And right now, that might mean money, but next week that might mean something different. When I'm rewatching this video, it might not mean the same thing. So purpose always evolves, and we have so many cycles that we are attuned to, that we are involved with, that a lot of us don't even recognize. Like, I know at least 7 of my cycles, and there could possibly be more. Not even possibly, but there is more. You have to think about it. Melanin contains every element in the universe. Every element in the universe. So your cycles are everywhere in the universe. Even a field of empty space contains a cycle for you. And that's so beautiful, because you always have a chance to start fresh in higher realms, lower realms, realms in between. You can create your own realms. Say you can create your own realms. All right. I have been told so many times, you need to live in the real world. You live in the fantasy world. Let me tell you what I'm talking about when I say you can create your own realms. You can do that. There's this thing called physics, and there are laws that cannot be broken because of the makeup of Earth. So the things that you want to see, you have to pick up on the small manifestation of it for it to get bigger. The only reason why Earth exists is because someone observed it. So you have to observe the world that you're trying to create in order for you to live in it. Let's start small. You want $5. Let's just say you're trying to manifest $5, and you see that $5 in your world. You walk out of the house, everything that you see that involves 5, that involves the frequency of $1, those are things that you should be paying attention to, because those are the things that's going to push your manifestation into the physical realm faster. It's like giving it fuel. If a woman has a baby, she can't deny the baby. The baby is a physical manifestation of what she's been going through for 9 months. Even though she did not see it, she still knew that she was pregnant with a baby. So that's the thing. You have to allow your imagination to do what it does. It has to go from being this fanciful thing to being a thing that you know for a fact is true. And that's how things manifest. I remember one time I was trying to create, because I was going through this whole thing of the universe was showing me how the world comes into being. How do you bring something from nowhere into a physical realm? And so I said, all right, well, if that's the case, I want to see a unicorn. I want to see a unicorn riding a unicycle, is what I told to the universe. The very next day, I got a letter from someone that was addressed from Unicorn Drive, and the cycle that they were on was just the spin of the Earth. So it has to manifest in a way that will fit into Earth boundaries, but it will manifest. And again, the more you pay attention to it, the stronger, the more powerful it becomes. And since I said that I wanted to see a unicorn, unicorns have been a huge sign for me. They've been wonderful symbolism in ways that I can't even imagine. Just from, I could see a little kid wearing a shirt with a unicorn on it, and it takes me back to that moment of when I was receiving that knowledge from the universe, of when I was in those studies. That's why I'm your favorite time traveler, because I literally try to tap into different moments of time. Your senses, all of your senses work alongside time. You can smell something and it will take you back to a moment in time where those same feelings are now popping up, where those same sights are popping up. And when you have those moments, that's when you can change your timeline. That's when you can say, okay, well, what can I do different now that I'm here? And it could be so simple. It can be really simple. Like, if you know that you was at this moment before, and when you reached this moment, you were wearing a red shirt, wear a green shirt today. Do something to change up the energy, to make it rise, to make it spin, instead of keeping it stagnant, I guess. So I don't even know how I got on the topic of this. I was supposed to be talking about my planetary cycle that starts tomorrow. Well, it's already started, but the full physical manifestation of it is tomorrow. And I don't know, I'm so excited, just because I don't know, I guess I feel giddy about it, because I'm just proud of myself that I made it to this point, I guess. So, and I've been talking to some of the other travelers that I know, and they know that they're known travelers, and we just kind of been exchanging our experiences, and we have seen a lot of the same things. Like, I recorded a video the other day where I was speaking to Source, and a bunny just hopped out of his little hole and like what's up, and walked right past me. And while I was sharing my experiences, this traveler had the same experience with the bunny. She had the same experience with her emotions. She had the same experience with cleaning her aura and cleaning her space. And I have definitely been cleaning my aura. I took an aura cleansing bath. I'm trying to insert a little picture, but it was almost 3 hours long. And when I was there, oh my God, I saw so many beautiful things. I met
praises and honoring to your commitment of giving life to us all. As we walked out of the door you created, we shine while still being tethered to your heart and every part of you. I lift up my head to you. I raise my arms to symbolize the unity of your life-giving force. My eyes are open to you. My ears and nose receive you. Allow this moment in now to penetrate throughout all moments in now. Reach my heart and disperse your bounty upon this land. I am thankful. I am yours, sealed with the circle of our bloodline. I offer my tolerance to you, your daughter Goldie.
I have this mole on my hand, and to me it's like, I guess, a little birthmark, but to me it symbolizes the black dye of melanin. So when my alarm goes off to remind me of who I am, I try to lift up my hand to just a physical representation of what I'm doing, because action is way more powerful than words. So as I was saying, at my meditation, I met a new mentor, and I'm just excited because this mentor is just so raw. Like, and that's what I need. I need for someone to be able to look at the physical world, look at the higher realms, and tie those things together, because that's how I operate. And so sometimes it gets kind of hard talking to people who don't look at stuff like that, because I'm always like, oh, did you see that? Oh, or, well, this is connected to that. It's like I'm always kind of just floating. Always floating and not really bogged down in what's happening in this physical place. So yeah, that's coming up tomorrow. And it's different this year because, like I said, I celebrate every single year, or I acknowledge it every single year. But this is the 7th year. The 7th year. That's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, I just don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know. Maybe my Plutonian Tesla is gonna just pull up and I'm gonna take off. But I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I don't want to put anything on it because I don't want to limit myself to what all of the beautiful possibilities are. But I am alive. I am thankful to be alive. I am thankful to be conscious of who I am, what I am, and where I am. Yeah, I don't know. I just keep thinking about this space from then until now, and I guess it's just refreshing. I don't know. But I hope that this moment and now, I'm not going to say I hope, I know that this moment and now is going to reach into the next moment and just pull me over. I'm proud of you as always. I'm thankful for you for keeping the purpose at the forefront of your mind, and that is for us to evolve. And I know that it gets hard as shit. I know you have other things that you have to deal with in a physical environment. You have bills. Why are they even called that? But whatever. You have emotions. You have obligations. It's okay that you feel like your life is supposed to be different, because it is supposed to be different. When I met with my new mentor, and he explained to me how he went so long without having a place of his own, without having a car, and that was when he was getting raw knowledge. Like, that's when he was just really getting his downloads, and it was a reason for all of that. And hearing somebody else go through it and seeing how in tune they are, it made me feel confident that I'm not by myself. I'm not crazy, and I'm definitely not lazy. And then he also explained to me that he always got what he needed when he had his last dime in his pocket. When he was down to his last dime is when someone will always just send him something, bless him with something, or something would just pop up in the reality. And I know that so well. So hearing him say those things, it just gave me a level of comfort. Like, girl, you all right. You got this. You right where you fuck you supposed to be. You right where you're supposed to be, and that's okay. Another amazing thing about that conversation that I had with him is that we are thousands of miles away from each other, and this whole conversation was done telepathically. He's not dead or anything like that. This whole conversation was done telepathically, and I wrote down every word that he said to me. And as I spoke to him, I said, like, I know that telepathy is real, but I would like to have a sign just to know that that those little signs just help boost up our confidence as travelers, because again, there are laws in this realm that try to stifle our other senses. The moment I finished our conversation, I got a sign from a guy that looks exactly like him, body shape, everything, and he just popped up in my reality like, I got your message. And I was like, okay. And you know what? It's so funny. I feel like I don't put so many details of my experiences on YouTube. Well, if you do want to know more about, first of all, I suggest you get my book, my ebook, The Now Testament, because that actually was written the day that my cycle started. A lot of it was written the day that my planetary cycle started, because I was so scared and I didn't know what was going on with me. I was seeing things, was hearing the voices and the thoughts of people who weren't really there, and then when I would physically see them, they would say the things that I would hear. I would write something and it would just manifest. It was just so much going on in my life that I was scared, because I was like, am I schizophrenic? Am I going crazy? And okay, let's go to that. Why do we have to think we're crazy instead of just saying, maybe you're God, maybe you're powerful, maybe you're supposed to do these things? But way the world is. Like, when we're stepping into these gifts and receiving them, the first thing we're questioning is our fucking sanity. And I know I'm not crazy. Like, Google was tired of me because I was looking up all of these symptoms, and I'm like, wait, well, I don't have that, I don't have that, I don't have that. So what is it? It's not until I came in contact with other travelers, or I received higher knowledge, reading old occult books, reading hieroglyphics, all of that. And it was like, I just kind of straightened up, like, oh, okay, this is my power. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. So let me ease into this role. Let me see how this goes. Let me see what I can do and what I can't do. I want to test the waters. I want to test the limit. The Now Testament contains all of that. And then I started to write on 714.com, which has all of my research, all of the classes that I was attending. And again, this is like invisible college classes. So all of the classes that I was attending, all of the mentors that I was working with, all of the things that I was making happen. I have one blog where I made it rain. It's called Mystics. And I actually went through the steps of how to make it rain. I think it was the commitments that say a day that's spent not learning is death. That's the day that you die. So I study all of my words. Sorry about that. I study all of my words. I study all of my my studies. And again, what I was saying about how purpose evolves, those blogs continue to evolve. Like, there are moments I'm not even rewriting, I'm just getting a different frequency from what I wrote. And so I'm like, let me piggyback off of this. It's like another download is coming in. So 714 has like way more details than what I put on YouTube. YouTube is really something that I did not even want to do, to be completely honest with you. It was something that was sent down from my guys. Like, you're gonna make a YouTube channel and you're gonna be on it and you're gonna show your face and you're gonna utilize your throat chakra and you're gonna speak your truth. This is your truth. This is your life. This is who you are. And you have to think about the Goldie that's afraid when she first started to see her power. How is she ever gonna know this shit is real if you don't make these videos, if they don't see you, if they don't hear you? So that's how I ended up on YouTube. I don't want to say I'm shy, because I guess the people that know me would be like, she is not shy. But I just didn't want to be out there. Like, I'm not a big social media type person, I guess. In 2021, I want to say, I put on Twitter that I was taking a break and I would be back in, I think, 30 days, 60 days. It's 2023 and I'm still not back on Twitter. Like, I'll randomly tweet that I love you, and I'm talking to you when I tweet that, and then I'll go about my business. I won't even scroll because it's to the point now where my senses are so heightened that if I scroll on social media, it's like a bunch of people standing in front of me screaming. That's literally what it sounds like. Just, I need this, I need that, I'm a baddie, I do this, I got money. Like, all of that is so fucking overwhelming, and it's draining. It drains your energy. I don't fuck around. I go, like I said, I go on there randomly, but I don't want to be one of those people who look at spirituality as a trend. It's not a trend. It's literally a lifestyle for me. This is my life. A lot of people are on the trendy thing, but you can tell. Like, you can tell who's genuine and who's authentic, especially somebody gives you a word and you go to their page and the first thing they asking for is money. It's like, I'm not knocking nobody. I'm just talking about me. Just talking about my situation. So anyway, yeah, I was told to make a YouTube page and don't worry about the details. We'll go from there. And I post as I'm guided to post. So sometimes you'll hear from me. Sometimes you won't. Sometimes I'm over here going through it. Sometimes I'm not. It just depends. Some days I'm in complete meditation for weeks. And I know that might be hard to grasp, but you can be in meditation for days, and not laying there prostrated. It's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about where your mind is taking you is a meditation. With the calmness in your mind is a meditation. So I've had times where, like, I just came out of a meditation today that I have been in for the last 3 days. 3 days in meditation. I've been feeling super exhausted. I've been feeling super drained. And it's because I'm constantly working. I'm working when I'm in the sleep realm. I'm working when I'm in the physical realm. I'm constantly in a state of meditation. So that shit is exhausting. It can get really exhausting when you are working with your soul. It's crazy when you think about it. But it's a lot of work. And I have, oh my God, I have pimples on my face. Look at that. And my skin has been doing so good. I've been so proud of my skin. But I know it's the frequency changing, and I just kind of gotta go with the flow. Won't be forever. And I can sacrifice a little pimple, I guess. Oh, and one more thing. Let me tell y'all. Eating. I have been going in. Eating like crazy. Over the weekend, I was craving shrimp tacos. I was like, I really want some shrimp tacos. And I think I ate shrimp tacos Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night. Or possibly Saturday, Sunday, but it was for lunch and dinner both. I can't remember, but I was going in on the tacos, right? So Monday, I go into the Field of Reeds. Now, keep in mind, everything has to be within the boundaries of where you are and how that's low, and how that is in relation to you. So if you haven't heard about the Field of Reeds is kind of like a courtyard to heaven that our ancestors in Kemet used to utilize. Now I am in California, San Diego, and the Field of Reeds to me to apply within the boundaries of my reality. So the courtyard, the Field of Reeds, for me would be my personal reader that I use. She is amazing. She is amazing. I found her because the universe literally just dropped her name in my spirit and she popped up. And I'll link her information because that's how you would know where you are, because you have someone who can see into the field and who can kind of be those outside eyes, I guess. So I'll link her information if you guys want to check her out. But there's another girl who she came out of nowhere. Let me tell you guys, I was sitting in the car and I picked up my phone and I'm scrolling on YouTube looking for flute music or something. This girl pops up. She's a tarot reader. And I didn't read the description. I promise I didn't read. I just thought it was crazy that why is a tarot read in my results for flute music? So I click on it. And you know what's the first thing she said? Shrimp tacos. I don't even know why I'm talking about shrimp tacos. And I'm going to try to link her video here too, because just in case you guys have been on this frequency and you have been craving shrimp tacos, this could probably give you a little bit of clarity. Again, Field of Reeds. Welcome to heaven and welcome to now. I love you guys.